With elections just around the bend, standard bearers for major political parties are hard at work trying to earn the confidence of the electorate. Such is the case for the UDP's Edmond Castro in Belize rural north. Last week, he visited the morning show and spoke of his accomplishments since being elected in 2008. But not everything went over well with his constituents who were listening to the radio and television broadcasts. Chairman of Maypen Village, Olivia Moody, took issue with claims by Castro that infrastructure development was one of the highlights of his term of office. Moody says that when Castro said that he had put in an all-weather road and a new bridge in the area, the politician was not being totally truthful. In fact, Moody says there has been absolutely no kind of development, no roads, no bridge.
I don't know if you call the feeder road, but it's not a road that I would like to have. I would like to have an all-weather road so that we, the villagers here at Maypen, should have options to go in, back and forth, especially students. Instead of that, the students, they have to leave their mother from Sunday until Friday, some until Saturday. And that is not working here for us. And it's so sad to hear that the area representatives say that we have a road. It is true we have a road, but when? Dry weather. And yes, it is true we can go all the way to Isabella. Whenever they came in and just give away a grade, we have a road. But what about when the rainy season is done?
And although Moody said we could get to Isabella Bank, it was with much difficulty that we actually got to about 2.5 miles into the road. The conditions were so bad that a pickup truck even got stuck in the mud trying to make its way in. We only managed to reach one residence and it was time to turn back. Calvin Swayze has lived in Maypen Village for over 50 years and he says,
"This road, as I said, at least 50 years and it's still, there's no changes in this road, none. And I think it's a damn shame because PUP, UDP, there's no different. They do the same thing over and over and over, and I think it's time for we do something about it."
And then there's the problem with the bridge.
It is true we had a bridge, but then what kind of bridge? A big equipment can't go across the bridge because the bridge is not solid. And so, make it worse, we can't have a road because then how the machine could cross the bridge? If you notice the condition of the bridge, the flooring is all cracky. How can we use it?
There is a section of the bridge, half of it at most, that seems to have been upgraded. It looked okay to us on the surface, but when we took a tour of it and saw the foundation, it seems to be an accident waiting to happen. Most of the wooden columns and the structure that holds up the bridge is decaying and doesn't seem to be the safest place.
If we get the bridge fixed, and we get the road fixed, electricity, all the people from Maypen will still come back, and other people from the village that move out will come back because everybody wants better.
Moody says in 1979 the village had a population of over 200, but the population now lies at 64. She says all she is looking for is for assistance to get the bridge and road fixed because it allows access to other villages like Isabella Bank, Lemonal and Rancho Dolores, among others. And of course they want a relief from devastating floods that cut access to the people. We next went to Crooked Tree Village, where the chairman, George Guest, also disagrees with Castro's statement and says he hasn't done much for the area.
What he has done for Crooked Tree, he has not done for anybody else. He pushed a road to the back of Blackburn so that they could get to their farms in Blackburn, which they haven't received yet. Also, Mr. Castro said that he pushed or upgraded the roads in the village. As you pass through the village, you see the state of the roads. I supported Castro. I ran my body into the ground for Castro. I thought with his plans that he was going to do good for Belize Rural North, but he proved wrong. And I'm sorry, but this time I'm going the opposite way.
Guest says that much of the land that was promised to the youth in the area is going to Mennonites, and that is completely unacceptable to them since residents come first. Humphrey Armstrong is a resident of Crooked Tree Village, and he says he's still waiting to be served with electricity.
Our area rep promised to help me, in getting my electricity, but so far, nothing has been done, towards helping me getting electricity here. To Mr. Castro, please, please help me. I've been asking you, ever since you got in.
Whether or not the representative has been doing work in the area is up to the people of Belize Rural North to decide, and the X is what makes their thoughts count. Reporting for Love News, I am Natalie Novello.